All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tres Hombres. I'm your host, Tajan, and I'm once again joined by my co-hosts, Mason
Hello.
and Ethan.
Hello.
And starting things off this episode, we're here to talk about Mason's math team kerfuffle and how he got... Okay, so recently, last weekend, at least from the time of recording, Mason and his math team went to a math meet to compete against how many other schools on the island?
There's like 10 schools, right?
I forgot, about 10.
To
I
compete
think
against
11.
10 other schools, 11 other schools on the island in a math competition. And Mason, how did you guys do?
Pretty bad.
Would you like to explain?
Yeah, so you want to explain kind of what the math competition's like and how you guys kind of practice for it?
So each person gets 3 events, right? And the events are things like geometry, probability, like word problems, just normal algebra 1, algebra 2 things. So you wouldn't think that they're that hard, but there's 3 questions per event that you have to do in 10 minutes. They have an A problem, which is super easy and you should get. B, which is medium, it'll take some thinking. You might not get it. And then C is the hardest one. It's worth 5 out of the 10 points. So it goes A, 2, B, 3, and C, 5. So if you miss C, then you get already half of the points gone. So for the past meet, we did not get so many points. Yeah.
I think, Mason, you said you got 5 out of like the 14 total points your team got?
Yeah, so 5 people makes out of 50. So I ended up scoring 5, which is, I think, a decent score. Could definitely be better.
Wait, hold on. If every person has to compete in 3 events, right?
Yeah.
And each event has 10 points.
Yeah.
So you got 5 out of the 30 points you could have gotten.
No. 5 out of 5 out of 10 on that event.
But like, you did 3
I
events,
had
right?
yeah 2 other events.
So in total, you could have scored 30 points?
Yeah, but in the other events, I got a 10 and a 2. A 3.
Wait, so you got a 10 on one of them?
Yeah.
So how come
So you had
it
an
only
8.
counted to 5?
That's just in one event. So in one sheet of paper, I scored a 5 out of 10.
So you got 18 out of 30
Yeah.
in total.
Actually, that's pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah, so
I'm
Mason
moving on up.
Mason single-handedly carried his team,
I don't know
Almost.
about that. Almost carried my team.
but he was an MVP. He got a third of his team's total points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In our failing section.
Yeah, in that
Yeah.
one failing section.
No, we had 2.
Oh,
Like 3
Oh.
failing sections.
oh yeah. So how do you guys how are you supposed to practice for these kind of events?
So basically, they have our teacher or coach gives us a bunch of like practice tests that you can take, and you're supposed to like know how to like the concepts and stuff behind these tests. Sometimes the questions are pretty like easy or way off compared to the practice tests. So just knowing the concepts would help a lot. Like you can't like know the question exactly like what's gonna be on it because different schools make the questions like as hard as they can. So it's either gonna be really easy or really hard.
So does that mean Mr. K makes some of the questions for the other schools?
Yeah, I think he did that one time. And
You should have him do it again. He could just make up like the most screwed up
yeah,
questions.
I think he did that.
He had to do
Oh
it
my
again.
goodness.
Oh yeah, so how did Mr. K react when you guys did that? When he saw how bad you guys kind of did?
So usually 5 is like the average, right? It's like you should be getting a 5 if you studied and whatnot.
Like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 5 out of 10
It's like 15
times 5.
Oh, okay.
You expected all of us to get at least a 25, right?
Out of 30
for each event. Yeah.
For all
25 out of 50 for one event because there's 5 people. So each person scores a 5 out of 10.
Wait.
Wait.
Just
5
trust-
out of 10 goes to 25 out of 50?
Yeah, because you multiply top and bottom by 5. Wait,
so there's-
whoa, wait, yeah. Wait.
There's 3 events, and each event
Yeah,
can
yeah.
get 10 points.
Huh?
There's 3 events, and each event gets 10 points, basically.
Yeah.
But each person does 3 events. So
Yeah.
that's 30 points per person. So wouldn't that be out of 150 for 5 people?
No. That's just one event. Okay, so you have okay, so you have 3 events, right?
Okay.
So 3 sheets of paper. So your
Okay.
score out
Oh
of
wait, so
total is
3 sheets
30.
of paper per event.
No. 3 sheets of paper in total. 1 sheet per paper for event.
One sheet per paper. Okay, so there's three sheets of paper, right?
Yeah.
And 1 paper per event.
Yeah.
And each person has 3 events.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going.
So in total, your score will be out of 30, right?
Okay.
So you might be taking the same events as someone else. And so like event 1, there will be 5 people in total that take event 1. So then they just take all of your paper, right? All the people who took event 1. There's 5 people.
Oh, so that goes up to 50 max.
Yeah.
And if you
Okay.
each get 5, then it's okay.
So as a team, it's 50. As like an individual, it's 30.
Wait, so all 5 of you guys did like algebra 1 and all 5 did like algebra 2.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, just disclaimer. It sounds easy because it says algebra 1, algebra 2. I've read those questions. They are not easy. No, they
I
are
think
like
it's like college level, like
yeah,
that
they
kinda
they,
stuff,
made
yeah.
they made algebra 1 into like the devil's numbers. Like I do not know. I don't understand.
me neither. And
Okay.
so he expected a 25 out of 50 for
Each event.
yeah,
Okay.
each event at least, right? So he got the scores back, and the first event, algebra 1, 8 out of 50.
Oh.
Whoa.
That is
It's like
way below
So-
expectation.
like a,
Usually,
it's like more than
um,
a 50% decrease.
It's like
right
just
there.
one outlier though, right? You guys did better on the other events, right?
no.
However, the other events, Mason.
There were like 2 geometry, 3 algebra, and 1 matrices.
How'd you do on them, or how did the team do on them?
So matrices we did 45 out of 50.
Oh, okay, that's
we
pretty
tied
good.
for first place.
All right.
Nice.
And then the rest of them we got 8, 21, 14, and some other number that wasn't too was it outstanding.
So you did really well on one, and then failed to reach the 50% mark for every single other
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I imagine he was not too happy with that.
Yes. So thank God I did good in the one event that we all failed at, because now I don't feel so bad. All the people in event 1, yeah, they kind of screwed up. So you should at least expect a 10 out of 50, like on average. Like if you do so bad, then you should always get the A point, because that means that you actually know kind of what you're supposed to do. It's literally a free 2 points. We got an 8 out of 50, so someone missed the 2 free points.
So-
And yeah,
Also, all of you guys just did the A1
I think so, because
because you guys didn't really understand.
yeah, I think so.
Well, then someone still missed the
Yeah.
easy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That sounds pretty bad. I heard yesterday that Mr. K gave you guys a little
Yeah.
discipline.
Discipline.
So how was that, Mason?
Discipline. We all sat in the room just silently,
Uh-huh.
and then he pulled up his screen and he was like, "Oh, it was the points," and he basically retold the story that I told you. He was coming back from the scoring place, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I expect 25 and stuff, right?" And then he just sees 8 and 14, and he's just like, "Oh my god." And then he's like, "You guys, oh, this is embarrassing, and like this is pathetic, blah 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 blah." And so,
Was he like actually like mad, or just kind of like tired, disappointed?
I think a combination of all 3.
Oh,
It was during the test day when he saw our scores, he just did not talk to anyone after that.
Bruh. Scale like 1 to 10, like how angry was he or and stuff?
I've definitely seen him angrier
Oh.
during.
let's say like 10 is actually like yelling. Like I think
Mm.
Ethan and I we saw
Uh-huh.
him yelling at this one time.
That's true.
Yeah, but like on a scale of 1 to yelling 10, how would you rate it?
I thought it was pretty calm, actually, more on the calmer side. So I'd say like 7 or.
So he was just kind of more strict and like critical, I guess.
Yeah,
Was he?
like he asked those questions like, So why did we get an 8 out of 50? And like nobody wants to answer because they all screwed up. And then I'm like, I can't even answer because I didn't even have the event. So,
Man, I'm so glad I ignored Mason when he told me to join math team. Yeah, I've had 3 people trying to get me to join, and I'm so happy.
New States, and maybe you would have brought that score to
Heck
8,
no.
8 to 10.
I would have brought that score
8
way
to 10.
down. No, 8 to 6.
so he said he expects a 50 out of 50 for
Whoa.
every single event now.
Oh, really?
And my score right now I've taken a few practice tests.
Like, I've seen 8 pieces of paper today on
Yeah,
Mason's table.
they're all double sided.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think this event's gonna be so good. You might see me getting kicked out of math team pretty soon, which might be a good thing.
more
I
time
don't
for
know.
Lethal Company.
Yeah.
Wait, so how often do they do these events and stuff? Like,
It's like once a month, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So your next meet is in March then.
Whoops. Once every other month. April.
So your next meeting's in April.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
How
never
does
too late to drop out of math
4
team now.
weeks. What the heck? It's a lot more than 4 weeks.
wait, so your last one's in April then, or?
No, there's one more after that. He
On
said that
May.
these 2 are the hardest ones,
Oh.
and he expects us all to get 30s.
Oh, I thought you said 50.
Yeah, 50 total as a team and like
Oh.
30 individual.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna get like a 15 and. So.
Just get a 15 and never show your face in his class.
Yeah. No, what I'm expecting is, okay, so I know for sure that I'm not gonna be the only one not getting a 30, right? These are some like crazy expectations for us getting an 8 out of 50 on the last test.
Do you think it's just doing it so you raise your standards so high?
Yeah, I
that
think
for
I
some-
think so. I
yeah.
think so. But like, if we genuinely have to make 50, I'm getting cut from the math team.
Nah, I think he's just doing that because he knows that you guys just gotta raise your grades over the
Oh
score.
my god, I do not know what happened.
How were like when you guys studied together? How was it like? Did you guys like always did well, or like were people still confused during like when you studied?
I don't study together with anyone.
Oh,
Don't
Maybe
you go to
that-
Don't you like go to Mr. K's room after school on like
Yeah.
odd days?
yeah. I see you guys like always there in the room.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't used to take practice tests that much. Like he expects us to do like the whole entire worksheet like twice now, but I only did like 1/3 of the worksheet before. Like
maybe
on the
maybe that's why you guys did so bad.
on the matrices one, I literally did only 2 sheets, and I scored a 10 out of 10.
Well, because you keep saying matrices are easy, but what
Yeah,
about all
yeah.
the other ones?
Okay, the other ones were even easier.
Oh, yeah, they were so easy. Yeah.
It was yeah. So
So what was it? Did you like fold under pressure or something, or you just forgot? Like,
the C problems are usually like with pressure they become really bad. Like so they're confusing already, right? You have 10 minutes and you have to complete all the questions in 10 minutes. C problem, very confusing. So usually people don't get it. Some people like just straight up skip to the C problem and then try to do the A problem to get 7 in total, right? I just go in order because I think it'll like, I don't know, maybe I'll like warm up or something.
All right. Well, hopefully you study a bit harder, Mason. And
Yeah, it's required.
I think
yeah,
you're studying.
and you do better at your next meet.
You're studying
yeah.
a way more.
That is very true.
So what is this gonna look for your work-life balance now, Mason?
My work-life balance.
Yeah.
Last night I went, or yesterday I went home, finished physics homework because I'm not so great at centripetal acceleration. So yeah, I went home and then I just printed out 10 years worth of worksheets, and then I did that, and so I'm 1/3 of the way there now.
Whoa.
I just did that for the entire like
10 years of worksheets is one
That's-
third of the way.
yeah. So 1 year is one worksheet.
Oh, okay.
It's not that
Okay.
like, but you have to figure out like the C problems, and since we're just starting, it's like I have no clue what I'm doing. It took much longer than I expected.
Do you ask him for help and stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to. I don't know how that's gonna be.
Good thing Mason's a math nerd.
Wow.
All right. In other academic related news, Ethan's girlfriend Alina scored, I think, third place in the state science bowl. Like her
Yes.
science bowl team scored
Let's go.
third
Third
place,
place,
and they only
yep.
lost to two other schools, Punahou and Iolani.
Yeah,
but they're like
private
super
schools.
rich, expensive private schools. So what do you expect when they get like thousands of dollars of funding to all their competitive teams? So
Yeah.
and Alina's team was also shorthanded. Like Punahou and Iolani both had two teams of 5 people. Alina only had they had two teams of 10 people. Alina and Roosevelt only had one team of 5, and they
Yeah.
still got third place. I think that is very impressive. So
Yeah.
And-
congratulations, Ethan.
Why are you congratulating me?
Congratulations. Because she's not here, so I can't congratulate her. You can tell her congratulations.
Okay.
when
I
you
wonder
see
what
her.
Sorry
the
about
what the
that.
questions in Science Bowl are like.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, from what we've seen, right, Miss Lee. Okay, yeah. Miss Lee, their science teacher and the head of the person in charge. She gives them all like binders full of multiple choice questions, and they kind of just have to like cram study all of them.
Yeah, and there's
Like-
like different sections, like how for like your math team you have geometry
Yeah.
and algebra. For like science bowl, I think they did like astronomy, earth sciences, biology, and stuff like that. And I think for Alina, she had the astronomy,
Because she likes astronomy.
yeah, and some other
Probably-
division. I forgot.
Yeah, probably has to be a
but
couple other events since they're shorthanded.
yeah.
I know each page has like 4 or 5 problems, and I think
Mm.
each binder has like 40 pages, and they have to
Yeah.
memorize that all. Like it's kind of crazy. I think it's I won't really say it's easier than math team. I think they're both testing different sections. Like
Yeah.
science bowl is kind of like your ability to memorize it, because I think the questions are kind of predetermined. Yeah, you just have
Sorry,
to
yeah.
memorize the binder.
Oh.
But the sheer quantity of stuff you have to memorize and all the possible answers, I think, takes a lot of skill. For math team, you have to memorize and master like the concepts, so you can actually like when they give you a question, you can actually answer it. So I think both are pretty challenging,
Yeah.
especially with Miss Lee and her constant. Okay, I won't say anything, but let's just say she's really, really intense and strict when it comes to studying and making it to the Science Bowl meetings every week.
Yeah.
She will get very mad if you miss it, even if it's from a doctor's appointment.
I see.
Yeah. But, the difference is Science Bowl, who was shorthanded, got third place.
Yeah.
And math team,
Yeah, we
who has more people and they are supposed to study every week. As you can see, maybe that more lax studying regimen ended up costing them, Any comments, Mason?
I went from 7 to 18, so I'm doing okay.
What about you, Ethan? Did you ever consider maybe joining math team or science bowl?
No
Oh yeah, if I
way.
get kicked out, I
No
might
way.
have to find someone else to put in my place.
Well,
He
not
said that.
Tatum.
Really?
Maybe.
Like you have to actually find
I
someone?
think so.
Wait, he told you that? Like,
But I don't know what he's gonna do if I do so bad that whoever I recommend is gonna be trash. Dude.
Hey, Mr. K, I did garbage, but you can trust me that this other guy is so good.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
just
don't know.
Just get Tatum. Oh my god.
What?
no.
Tatum's good.
No,
yeah,
no, no.
Tatum. You got this, Tatum.
2 other people and Mason have already tried to recruit me to math team. I never wanted to join math team in the first place. I wasn't that I do math, but I'm not that interested in math. But after hearing this and seeing how bad they did, like even if I did good, I'd have to sit in that room while everyone else, as Mr. K is yelling at all of us, like heck no, I'm passing on that. So I will pass. And I think I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but I don't really like making everything so competitive. Like life is already competitive. Why do I want to make other things competitive, So I would much rather just stay home and procrastinate and do homework at the same time.
Competing in procrastination. Very nice.
Yes. not the math team. Mason has no more work-life balance. It's just
Yeah,
work.
I'm going to be working during the talent show. I'm sorry.
Wait, actually,
Wait, what do you mean
I'm
by
gonna
that?
be doing.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
be
fine.
sitting in the back doing math.
no, because you'll be there with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the talent show, sitting in the back.
No,
Just
no.
what?
It's okay. Maybe my music.
I will find you, and you will not
Oh
do
my
math during the talent
God.
show.
Perhaps
Oh
my
my
music
God.
will accelerate your thinking,
Oh wait,
Mason.
that is okay.
Mm.
Stay tuned. Oh yeah, that's right. Last week I said stay tuned, and we'll talk about social media. Okay,
Mm.
we'll
We
talk about
lied.
that eventually.
We
But
lied.
next week, maybe next week we'll talk about it. But definitely next week we'll be talking about the talent show, which
Oh,
Ethan will be
yes.
performing in because it is this Thursday. But we'll get back to you guys on that once we actually watch what Ethan has in store.
Okay.
And with that, that is all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed our very
Rant.
academic discussion, and hopefully you
Yes.
guys will tune in next episode. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.